She's at work, presumably. And I get a text at like 4 p.m. Can he stay the night with you? And I said,
hey, can you keep my dog?
Dude,
I don't want him anymore.
Fully expecting to never see this girl again. Like, she's just like, hey, can you take care of him for the night? And then like I try to give him back the next morning and she just doesn't respond, doesn't open her door, and it's just my dog now.
You open the door, her apartment's empty.
Yeah,
like she's just gone.
Completely no furniture, nothing. Do a little unwrappage before we talk. And okay, loud.
Ooh.
Yo.
Ooh,
dude,
what's this?
This is fucking massive. All right, sorry.
Yo, it's red?
What? Bro.
All right.
I'm gonna cop a it's wrapped in cheese?
No way, dude. Oh, this is gonna kill us,
I'm
bro.
gonna get a lactose pill. Holy shit. Oh my god. You want one?
Yes, please. Thank you, sir. Are these are the ones that you chew, right?
No. Swallow them.
All right.
You could probably chew it. It wouldn't taste very good, though. Oh, fuck. I forgot to get our Drake pills. God damn it. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared.
My favorite thing is dry swallowing.
Yeah, it is.
It's what I'm good at. Dude. Bro. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Sorry, guys. We could have done this before we started.
It's fine. I'll just cut around it.
Add a little variety.
Yeah, you know, welcome people into the lives.
Where did I put my... There it is.
Of our shit, I guess.
And down the hatch. That's fucking huge.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 70. I need to take a bite of this before I say anything. How is it? Oh my god.
Dude, that's really good.
Dude.
So today we have breakfast burritos from...
Burrito Bomba. Fuck.
That's pretty good.
It's huge. All right, for reference.
It is literally the size of my forearm.
Yeah. It's $13. It's huge. Mine is steak and bacon and potatoes and eggs, along with some bomba sauce. And it's wrapped in a tortilla and then wrapped in melted cheese.
That's insane.
Oh my God.
That seems like an oversight, but they were just like, no, this is what we do.
This is what we do now. Like it happened on accident and now it's just like a thing that they do. They're like, yeah, you can get it with cheese on it.
Like, yeah, it's just part of the burrito. The cheese is an extra layer of the burrito.
Oh my God. That is one of the better breakfast burritos I've had in a while.
Me too. I've got sausage, cheese, tomatoes, bacon, eggs, and a little bit of mushy in there, it looks like.
A little bit of mushy?
Dude, that bomba sauce is incredible.
I gotta try it
Wow.
real quick. Oh my God. Yeah, Burrito Bomba. It's in North Hollywood. I think it's just literally like it's not like a brick and mortar. It's like a tent. Like a little tent. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love those places. Like Albinato. Dude, if you're walking down the street in Southern California, like literally any like town in Southern California,
Anywhere.
and you see somebody standing on the side of the road under a tent with like a taco, like
With a
meat
spit of
thing.
al pastor.
oh, dude, you know that you're in for the best burrito / taco that you've had
And
in
they're
recent memory.
so cheap.
They're always good and they're always cheap. Because they go for the whole, they go for the whole quantity thing. They're like, oh, we'll just sell a shit ton at a low price point.
Yeah.
And make a lot of money.
And they do.
Oh.
But they also don't skimp on quality. They're not quantity over quality. They're just like quantity and quality. Both values.
Yeah. Dude,
Wow.
that is really good.
I can't say much besides like, holy shit. That's like a 9.95 as far as breakfast burritos go for me.
Yeah. I'll sit it at a solid 9.
Yeah.
I just like, why is the tortilla red?
I don't know. It's very interesting.
Like, I want to understand it. Tell me your secrets.
I don't know, to
Tortilla.
set themselves apart. You know,
Huh?
you see this, you see someone eating this, you're not going to be like, where's that from? If you know.
If you know, you know. Dude. Wow. Really solid place. Really good.
Wow.
Big fan.
Big
anytime
fan.
anytime I get a burrito the size of my forearm, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, truly.
Woo.
Yeah, I'd say great value, great taste, and the cheese on the outside is an interesting touch. I don't know why yours says. Well, it's a different burrito, so maybe that's why it doesn't have it. You good? Ah, that's all right.
Just fell directly out of like my mouth into the thing.
You'll just scoop it up for later.
Exactly. I'm excited about it.
Woo. So y'all, this is one of the last couple of episodes that will be taking place in this kitchen.
Rip in pieces this kitchen.
Rip in pieces. And fuck you to the building. Our elevator's out today. So
Just absolute.
had to go get Brian from halfway down the fucking 1.5 mile long building.
And it's like one long ass hallway. So as soon as you come up, you're just like staring at the end of the hallway. And every time I just assume that there's like somebody just waiting in one of the doorways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk past and they're just gonna like garrote me into it, just hitman me.
It's really scary at night. It's not fun to walk down the hallway.
Oh, I can imagine.
The fucking lights that just like turn on and off, motion sensors.
No.
No, not a fan.
Icky. Spooky.
But yeah, I'm moving at the end of this month. Found a new place. It's a lot bigger, so we'll have a lot bigger of a setup. I'll have an actual kitchen table, so our knees won't be fucking.
Yeah, I'm full on just man spreading right now.
Man spreading the shit out of it, and
Like my knees are at a just solid 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Right now. Or no, what is that?
That's obtuse as fuck. That's like
140.
Yeah, it's like 135-ish right there.
I had to remember how angles worked for a second. That's fine. I took geometry.
So,
God, dude.
get used to it. I mean, don't get used to it. Say your goodbyes. Because it's happening. I'm so excited. It'll be bigger. It'll be less cramped. It'll be brighter. I won't have to deal with annoying management. Hopefully the problems that don't exist. But if they do, they'll get fixed quickly.
Oh, God, I hope so. Mm-hmm. We love a private landlord.
We love a private landlord.
Well,
we do.
As long as they aren't insane, which I guess remains to be seen so far.
That's true.
But
I feel like I'm going to have a lot of stories about this lady, though, dude. Just how old school she is. Like, she's so old school. I truly don't know if she knows
she
how
didn't
to
even,
text.
like, ask you to fax her anything. She was like, no, you have to physically bring it to me.
Yeah, you have to print it out. Print out your tax return and bring it to me. Print out... I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this goes, though. When I got the deposit to her, I literally, like, it was in cash. So she's letting me put down cash for the deposit. And then when I get my checks, because I don't have checks because I'm fucking in my 20s.
Yeah, I guess you're 26.
Yeah. When I get checks, I'll just write a check for the same amount and we'll exchange it because she can't accept cash, which I guess makes sense if you're accepting large sums like that, you know.
Gotta be a line of credit, baby.
Exactly. So I'm counting, I get the cash for her for the deposit and I'm like counting it out, right? You know, in front of her and her husband. And I'm like, here you go. I'm like, here. I'm like counting it's in hundreds because I get it from the bank. So like I'm putting it in stacks of like
That sounds
1,000.
like that's such like a mob shakedown
Yeah.
thing. They're like, you're gonna pay tribute today.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we're gonna throw you into the lake.
Truly is what it felt like. She's like, they're just like watching me count this money, and I'm like, okay, counting it down in stacks of 10. All right, every 1,000.
Just a solid rack every now and then.
Solid rack. They watch me do this, and then like halfway through, she's like, "What are you doing? It feels like we're at the ATM right now." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm just counting the money for you so you can see." And then she doesn't respond. We go on with like signing a couple of things. Not the least, but just like a document I think that said, you know, here the deposit was received in cash. It will be exchanged for a check at this date, whatever. And so like 5 minutes go by, and then she turns to her husband and she's like, "Did you count the money yet?" And he's like, "No, I haven't gotten a chance to see if it's all there." And I was like, hey guys, I just counted it for you.
I do math sometimes.
And she was like, she didn't respond, right? And he's like, "Okay, I'll count it right now."
And this
I'm
is like them in front of you.
in front of me. I'm watching them. I'm standing this far away from them. And I was like, "Okay, no worries." Hi, guy. Like I'm trying to crack jokes, right? I'm like, you gotta be, can never be too safe, right?
Yeah.
He starts counting it in groups of 200. And so he'll put the first 200 down, right? 100, 200. And then he'll turn them 90 degrees. 2 more down. 100, 200. Turn it 90 degrees. So he's making like Jenga type stacks of money. And I'm like,
My guy's
just kinda
editing his
watching.
magic deck right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, just kind of like, I counted it. I'm like, okay, no, that's fine. It takes him like 5. He loses track halfway. And
Of course he does.
And then because he's counting by twos and putting them in weird stacks, so then once he counts the money out, he then takes the stacks and then takes them off of each other and puts them just like in a row like this.
My God,
I was like, it seemed like a test or something, you know, like they were testing my patience. But they did it, and it took like 10 minutes to count everything and get it all squared away. And it was like, all right, guys, like, I'm really excited. I can't wait. And then they just kind of stared at me, and they're like, I truly think that they're like NPCs or something, you know?
Like their code isn't running fast enough.
Yeah.
Somebody like replaced the lines.
Like their refresh rate is like real slow, so they're not like keeping up with, you know, a 20-year-old, and they're like, okay, like it's. I'm so excited to have them as my land.
You're
people.
selecting all of the like non-essential like voice chat options.
Yeah, so I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stories about them.
I'm excited.
So I'm excited. I'll replace apartment woes with my landlord. His comprehension is very interesting to me.
You're gonna like grade her on like a 6th grade reading level for like no reason.
I'll send emails and I'll throw in like 3-syllable words every once in a while, see if she understands. Assuming she can figure out how to email.
You follow up with like a vocabulary sheet. That'd be so mean.
All of the highlighted words are tests, and I want you to write in the definition.
The definition.
See if you understood my maintenance request.
And no, you can't use Google because you're never going to be able to
Yeah,
use
I was
Google in
gonna
the
say.
real world.
Never, ever.
Dude.
I don't even think she knows how.
The fact that she was like, yeah, you can text me. Like she thought about it because she was like, does my phone receive text?
She did think about it. She called me. I said, just to tell me that I was approved. And, you know, she's like, all right, just come by and drop stuff off. And I said, okay, can I text this number? Like, you know, when I'm there and stuff, or like, you know, for anything else I might need. And she's like, I mean, she took a beat. She's like, yes. Like it was the first time she'd ever been asked that question.
Who do I alert when I get there? You just kind of walk in. You don't really need to tell anybody.
Very odd, but oh, there it goes.
Oh no.
Anyways, really excited to looking forward to living with some NPCs. Sorry, one last story. I'm so sorry. I'm hijacking this.
Nah, dude. Never.
Dude, I swear. Okay, we've all heard about the kinds of people that live in this apartment complex. Just like
This one specifically.
This
for
one
those at home.
specifically. You know, just like the Instagram models, influencers who just kind of like don't really get it. You know, they're just kind of
Everyone's a little disconnected.
yeah, they're quite disconnected.
Yeah. Seems that way.
So I am like, I wouldn't say friends necessarily, but I like, you know, I'm friendly with one of them, with one of this girl in particular.
They
who
live
lives
here.
above
You
me.
live here.
And we, you know, bump into each other in the elevator sometimes, exchange pleasantries, yada yada, follow each other on Instagram. Occasionally we'll reply LOL to each other's stories. Like
Just such a normal
like a surface level
adult friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing too deep, but like, you know, we acknowledge each other's existence. Anyways, she calls me the other day on Instagram. Like an Instagram
You can do
call.
that?
You can do that apparently. My phone starts ringing and it says it's
will they
from
think
her
of
on
next?
Instagram, and I answer it. I'm like, hello? She's like, can you send me your phone number? I was like, okay. I sent it to her. She real calls me. I was like, hi? She said, this was Wednesday night?
Okay.
Wednesday night, I want to say.
So, for those at home, 4 days ago.
Yeah. Well, or a week ago for the day that you're listening to this.
Yeah, right.
Wednesday. And it's like, I don't know, maybe 6 p.m. She's like, hey, can you take care of my dog tonight? And I was
Specifically tonight.
like, yeah. And I was like,
On the night that I am calling you.
I was like, can you give me a little more information?
Is there more to
Right?
this dog?
So she just kind of asked that out of the blue, right? I've never expressed interest in her dog. I didn't
sitting.
know she had a dog. She said, yeah, you know what? I'll get back to you in like an hour. And I said, okay, well, it's at that point, it'll be 7 p.m. Like, what are you? She's like, yeah, well, I'm needing someone to take care of him until like 4. And I'm like, a.m.? She said, yeah. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think I can do that, but call me in an hour and just tell me the details. But I will tell you now, it doesn't sound promising.
So,
okay.
4 a.m.?
Doesn't call me back, right?
Yeah.
So the next day, it's like noon, and she calls me, and she says, hi, can you come take care of my dog? And I was like, can you tell me more? I like don't know what
You're just asking me to come upstairs and just
Right?
look after your dog
So I'm
for
like,
X amount of time.
Yeah, so I'm like,
weird.
Sure. She's like, I was like, I guess, but I need to know more. Like for today? She's like, yeah. I said, okay, can you give me just a little more information on this? And she's like, okay, well, I have to leave in 15 minutes. And I'm like, whoa, heads up, police. Like, holy shit.
How do you not plan that in advance?
Right? Ask me that yesterday.
Yeah, right.
So she's like, come up to my unit. Here's my unit number, and I'll tell you. I was like,
Dude,
okay.
she's gonna murder you.
So I'm like, all right. So I go up. I'm in the middle of a meeting. I'm like, hey, I'll call you back. Whatever. Go up. And she's like,
You're in a meeting and you're like, nah, let me go look at this person's dog real quick.
So I'm like, I go up there and she's like in a tizzy. She's like, I just woke up. I have to leave in 15 minutes for work. I'm like, oh my God. Holy shit. I'm like, okay. I was like, so she's like trying to put her shit together and like explain to me what needs to be done to this dog. Her dog is a Cocker Spaniel, very cute, but a puppy, like new, doesn't
like
really
small as fuck.
not even that small, just like puppy energy, you know, always like all over the place. So she's like, yeah, he needs to be taken care of, whatever. I just got him like, a few months ago.
Please look after my child.
But
basically.
my work, exactly. But my work schedule's crazy, so I never really get to hang out with him. So I'm like, you haven't even like socialized him or like, got him used to like just being a normal dog.
Oh.
She's like, yeah, well, my work schedule's usually like from like 4 p.m. until 4 a.m. So I usually leave earlier than that to like go do stuff. So he's usually in his cage from like noon to like 4 a.m.
Oh my God, dude.
I know. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Why do you have a dog?
Yeah, that's
what are you doing?
ridiculous.
It's like almost abuse, almost like borderline,
Right.
So she's like, okay, I need you to basically just walk him, feed him, whatever. And I was like, yeah, okay, just kind of like dog stuff. I get it. But I was like, is there specific things you do? Like whatever? Do you need me to like put him in his cage at a specific time? Do you need me to whatever? She said, no, I have a portable cage that you can bring into your apartment and then just, feed him and stuff. I was like, do you feed him at any particular time? Do you have his food out all the time? No, he can eat whenever, just don't feed him too late. I was like, do you want me to take the food bowl?
He's a fucking gremlin.
Right. I was like, do you want me to take the food bowl away at a certain time? No, you can leave it out. Just if he tries to eat it, just like pull him. And I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm chilling with the dog all day. It's like fine. It's got crazy anxious energy because it's not used to like not being in a cage. I feel so bad for this dog. We go on a walk, get his sillies out, whatever. And
Good for you for just fucking being like, yeah, all right, I'll take care of your child you're neglecting.
I felt so bad. And I like, do you not have other people to ask? Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. But like,
we're not going to psychoanalyze this person.
Yeah, come on. You have like a ton of Instagram followers. You can't ask one of them. All right, whatever. I'm not going to get into the specifics of how Instagram models live their lives. Whatever.
She posts a story like, hey guys, so I'm going to be out of town for the next 2 days. Could one of you message me and watch my dog?
In the next 5 minutes?
In the next 5 minutes. Puts like a countdown timer.
Countdown to me leaving and you needing to be here. Holy shit.
Until my dog goes back in the cage. Damn, all right.
It's got like the fucking confetti and shit when it goes up.
And it's just her just...
You didn't respond quick enough. What are you good for?
And now this is where he lives. You did this. Like just blames them all.
Fucking dare you. So anyways, I was like, well, what do you like? Where are you working? She's like, it's different every day. And I was like, okay, what do you do? And she said, I'm a bartender at underground poker games. And I was like, damn.
That sounds shady as fuck, dude.
That sounds wild.
That sounds shady as hell.
Do you ever see Molly's Game?
Mm-mm.
It's kind of that premise where she's she's like this, bartender at these like, underground poker rings with high rollers, like that. They're not doing it at casinos because they kind of want it unregulated. And
they're like, we got too much money.
Yeah, exactly. And then she kind of moves up. She starts organizing the games, whatever, ultimately leads to like creating her own poker ring and like running this insane poker gambit, whatever.
Just girl bossing.
It's a true story. And then she gets like arrested by the FBI. Like it's a very good movie, very interesting story.
Okay, cool.
I recommend it. It's called Molly's Game.
I'll have to check it out.
So that's what I picture her doing, like like in these seedy, like with like just fucking Jeff Bezos.
Everybody looks like the Penguin.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. I mean, maybe that's how you can afford this really expensive apartment on an Instagram model salary, but go off. So I'm taking care of her dog. she's at work, presumably. And I get a text at like 4 p.m. Can he stay the night with you? And I said,
hey, can you keep my dog?
Dude,
I don't want him anymore.
Fully expecting to never see this girl again. Like, she's just like, hey, can you take care of him for the night? And then like I try to give him back the next morning and she just doesn't respond, doesn't open her door, and it's just my dog now.
You open the door, her apartment's empty.
Yeah,
like she's just gone.
Completely no furniture, nothing. I still have the key.
Hey, what happened to the person in whatever unit number? There's never been anybody that's ever lived in that unit.
That unit's been empty. We've been trying to rent it out since the building opened.
It's been empty since the person died, and it's
what?
What about this dog? And you hold it up, and there's nothing in your hand. It's just a leash. With like the thing, and you're just like, what about this? Oh God!
But anytime I come back into my house, he's there. Anytime I try to bring him out, he can't leave the premises.
He's just fucking haunted. Like every time he tries to walk through the door, he just like hitting glass. Exactly. Just hits it and falls back over. Holy shit! Ghost dog.
Ghost dog. I'll be fucking stupidest short ever. So funny. So I'm like, she's like, it's not a for sure, but I'll let you know. And I said, okay, well.
What do you mean it's not a for sure?
Can you please let me know before 9:30 p.m.?
Before I have to spay and neuter a new dog?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, is he microchipped? Like, what the fuck?
Is he microchipped?
Like, should I, do you have Bob Barker on speed dial? What's the deal? So I was like.
You both just tap your microchips together?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, yeah,
we share neuter information.
when you were neutered, when he was neutered, everything's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Also, his name is Snow, and he's jet black. So
was that like irony? Was she thought that was funny?
I don't think that's how her brain works. I just have to be honest.
Irony is not a thing that she can comprehend.
So I'm like, yeah, let me know before 9:30. 9:30 rolls around.
Nick's bedtime.
It's my bedtime. She hasn't responded. I text her. I'm like, hey.
The most like polite, but I'm real fucking annoyed. Yeah. Like, hey, that you can
like,
type.
Hey.
With like 12 Ys.
How's it going? She said, oh, I'll be home in 5 minutes. I was like, what? I was like, oh, great. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got raided.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I won't be working there for a while.
Yeah, the CIA rolled in. It was weird as hell.
I'm actually on my way home, but I am in handcuffs. So just,
So I actually will need you to look after the dog because I can't do anything.
I'm going to the pen. You know how it goes.
I've got to, post bail. It'll be fine.
It's crazy. Anyways. So
does the FBI allow you to post bail? Like if the FBI
I don't
arrests
think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what constitutes as like bail worthy, but I know there's been some pretty fucked up things and like bail for like $500,000 and people do it. So
True.
I guess it's, just depends on how white you are. But anyways, she
you're right though.
Yeah. So she's like, I'll be home in 5. And I was like, oh, okay, just, let me know when you get home and I'll just come drop him off. Or I didn't say that. I said, let me know when you get home and then you can just swing by my apartment.
She is the worst communicator of any human being.
Infuriating.
Awful. Holy shit.
So then 5 minutes go by and I had just gotten back from tennis. I brought the dog with me. Like I was fucking like.
This dog has had like the most adventure of its entire life.
I know.
With you, a stranger.
I know.
He's like, I don't want to go back to mommy.
So 5 minutes go by, text her again. I'm like, hey, are you home? Like, let me know when you want to swing by. Like, I need to hop in the shower, so let me know when you're coming.
Send her a screenshot of your stopwatch that's like run over 5 minutes, and you're like, what the hell, bitch?
I'm gonna start charging interest on this dog, even though we never discussed payment in the first place. So she's like, I need to like do my nightly routine and take out my extensions and stuff. Can you keep him another hour? And I said, okay.
Bro, she does not want this dog.
I was like, brother, you're at home.
He's a dog.
He's 100 feet away and 1 floor up. Please come get your dog. So an extra hour. I'm like, yes, I can keep him an extra hour. I was like, I just need to. She's like, okay, take him in the bathroom with you when you shower and close the doors. And I was like, okay. She's like, I don't really trust him. Like not in my sight. I'm like, it's because you don't know your dog. I've been with him all day, and I feel like he would be fine, just like chilling.
Right. He's a dog.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay. What? So I just I put him in there, but I don't close the doors. And what does he do? He just lays on the ground because he's a dog, and he just walked around in the park in the heat. So he's just tired.
And now he's just like, fuck, it's humid as shit in here.
Yeah,
let me out.
So then an hour goes by. I'm like, hey, let me know when you're gonna swing by. And she said, can you come up to me actually? And I was like, sure. I can come up to you.
Dude, this is hilarious.
I put the dog on his leash because he's still a little rambunctious. Wouldn't trust him to walk in the hallway. Put him on a leash, shove all his shit in his fucking kennel, grab the kennel through the grate with one hand. I'm like fucking mama bearing it all the way up there.
Taking him to dance class.
Yeah. Drop him off, knock on her door. She's like, oh my God, thanks so much. Like, hasn't done her nightly routine clearly. Like, is still
like fully done up and everything. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm like, what were you doing for an hour? Anyways. It's like, oh, thanks. He was so good.
She was recharging. She like sat down. It was just like, shh.
Plugs in. Poker. Must regain confidence.
Must get new SIM card so FBI can't track me.
So then I drop off the dog. I was like, he was great. Like waiting for her to ask anything about it. Like, what'd you do? Like, whatever. She's just like, okay, great. And I was like,
you can leave now.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. So like, yeah, let me know. He like just went on a walk. I fed him. He's tired, so he'll sleep well. Okay. And this was Thursday, right? And she said, okay, so
and this is at like 10 p.m.
Yes, it's like 10:30 p.m. She's like, all right, so Saturday I'm gonna be gone. I'll give you a call. I'm like,
dude, she has you on like retainer, but it's not paying you at all.
I'm like, yeah, I don't really think I can do it on Saturday. I was like, if you let me know with plenty of time, like I'll let you know if I can. But I'm like, I truly don't think like today, like I was lucky that I'm home, but I don't think I can do that again. Like I need, time.
Yeah,
I'm happy to take care of your dog again for a fee, but also with plenty of time.
Here's my contract.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, oh, okay. I looked on, I was like, there's like apps like Rover and stuff if you need someone on Saturday. I just can't guarantee that. She's like, okay. I was actually looking on Rover today and I saw that they charge like, and I'd have to drop the dog off. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of
how
it works.
Services work most of the time.
And I was like, and she's like, well, can I pay you? I was like, sure. Like, whatever.
Now we get there.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, well, what are they charging on Rover? She's like, well, they charge like 60 for overnight. And I'm like, well, I had them all fucking day. But I was like, okay, great. How's like $40 sound? And she said, okay. I was like, well, all right. 40
easy
macaroonies. For just going about my day just with a little extra hassle. So then I was like, yeah, okay. She's like, yeah, I'll just call. Like next time I'll let you know when I might need you again. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Just let me know. I'm also moving at the end of this month, but I'm close enough that if you really
never see you.
I was like, if you really need something, I'm I'll only be like 10 minutes away. She's like, okay. Next day, Friday morning, I get a text from her.
So the best part about this is that this was at 10:30.
Yes.
So if she's calling you again, it's inside of 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
It was literally like 10 a.m.
That's so funny.
Text me. What are you doing? I'm like, I just got done playing tennis. She's like, do you want to go hang out at the pool with me? I was like, huh? I was like, it's 90 degrees. I was like, I don't know. I've got some work to do. She said, I'll be tanning for the next 4 to 5 hours. So if you want to come out, like, hey, let's like come hang out. And I was like, I don't know you. Like, I'm flattered. Like, it's quite nice.
She's trying to be a friend, Nick. She's like, trying to make a friend.
I understand that. Like, I'm like, okay, if you want to be friends, like, I get it. But like, you're going about it in such a weird way.
You're asking me to take care of your dog.
Yeah.
And now you want me to just hang out with you while you tan for 4 hours?
And I'm like, I don't know you, Like, I guess we can get to know each other, but like, it seems like a really weird way to do it.
Yeah.
But it was just such NPC behavior, like out of touch behavior, It just really seemed like I can get what I want.
You are the main character.
Yeah.
That's 100% you are.
Oh my God.
Everybody that you interact with is just like not a real person.
Any look at her Instagram will tell you that she's very nice. I don't mean to put this girl down. She's very nice, but like she's got main character syndrome for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, but it's like a little weird.
I mean, it's as long as you're like a little in touch with it, when you're like, okay, I think I'm being a little weird here. But like some people are just like, no.
Nah.
Hey, take care of my dog. Oh, we're friends now.
Yeah, exactly. So
like, all right.
I don't know. Maybe I have a new friend, or maybe I'm someone's employee. I don't really know.
Leave a comment below if you think that Nick and this woman should be friends.
Yeah, exactly. Should we be friends, or should I send her like a fucking,
You guys are gonna make the call this time for us. I want to know what this is. Like, I want to know.
It's got mayo in it for sure.
Oh, it's for sure mayo.
It's like.
There's definitely cayenne.
Yeah.
There's definitely just like normal pepper. I think there's like a little cilantro in it. God, it's so fucking good though. I think there's like tapatio in there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because like listen. If you go into any like Latin American food restaurant in Southern California and they don't just have like gigantic bottles of Tapatio, leave.
It's not the place.
Ask for
all
Cholula. If they have Cholula, that's a good like compensation.
Yeah.
But Tapatio is just so much better.
It's so good.
So good. I put that shit on everything.
I put that shit on my shit. I put that in my water.
And then I feed it to my neighbor's dog.
Yeah. Speaking of neighbors and Nextdoor. Do you have Nextdoor? The app?
No. What is this?
Oh, dude, it's great.
Is it like Citizen?
It's basically like Citizen, but not for crime. It's just for you. It's like it's like a public forum for your neighborhood in particular.
That's funny.
There's some real interesting. I would highly recommend getting it because it's dude. It's like I'd say most of the people who post on there are probably like I don't know, boomers for sure. But like I don't know, late 30s, like to old, you know.
So like aging millennials to like Gen X's.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, and half the time it's like, you know, pretty just neighborly stuff. Like, hey guys, there's you know, watch out for these guys that I saw around Magnolia. Or
we have a community fridge now.
Yeah,
like, oh.
Yeah, just like, or hey, does anyone else like to go to the park at this time? Like, we should make a hangout
at 11 p.m. and wear trench coats and stand in the wooded area alone.
So like, it's interesting. It's like a bulletin board, you know, and you can comment and interact and shit. But there's some like weird posts on there. Like that, I keep it for the weird posts.
What you got for me? What's Nextdoor got for us?
Let's see what Nextdoor got. So a couple days ago, I saw a post of a guy who, hey neighborhood, I'm a sound designer.
Just neighborhood.
Yeah. Hi all. I'm a sound designer looking for a decent-sized public restroom to record some sounds for a film. Super simple Foley stuff: sink running, toilet flushing, stall door opening.
Why do you need a public restroom?
Why do you? That's what I'm saying, dude. Run the water in your home, open a door in your home, but also, oh my god, how many like stock sound effects are there that exist of the same exact?
Well, have you ever seen like a Foley office?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just a fucking room filled with shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's all they do.
Do it in your house. Why
dude?
He's trying to rent a public bathroom.
Yeah, he's like trying to get it like as authentic as possible. Like, bro, you pick that stuff up on set after you've like finished your takes for the day, or you just record it in your office.
Right?
Dude, that's crazy to me.
So interesting. He said it shouldn't take more than a few hours to get like 5 sounds, and then he posted a picture. It looks like a video game bathroom. He's like, similar to this one.
I think this is
like The Matrix or like
I
Resident
think this
Evil or
is
some
I
shit.
think this is like The Matrix.
It looks like The Matrix.
Weird, dude.
Yeah. So there's that, and then just right after that, immediately after it.
So wait, real quick, just so I can get like the thought in my head.
Yeah.
With this, so like he's posted this thing, and then you like reply on like threads underneath it.
Yeah, so it's literally like it's like Facebook. You can like it, and then like there's like a comment space, and you literally just it's like Reddit, Facebook, all of those kind of combined.
Got it. Okay.
Into one, and it's literally like when you sign up for it, you enter your zip code, and then it only shows you like around you, people in your area.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really it's very useful for like people looking for dog sitters or like electricians or plumbers, like you know, suggestions from their local neighbors who like, hey, have you used this service before? Is it worth it? Kind of like it definitely is useful.
I kind of want to do that in like my bougie ass area code that I live in.
Yeah,
that'd be so funny.
There's some. I think you should. I think it's worth downloading.
I'm gonna do it,
and literally
I'm gonna share it with you as soon as I get home.
Please, just browsing every few days. I just like to kind of get some lulls.
Yeah, just catch up.
There's one. This lady, I gotta be honest, I'm not sure how she has survived her life.
Just in general.
Just this post really makes me question a lot of things about her.
It asks way more questions than it gives answers.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hit me.
Well, ... 4 dots. After living in Studio City for 50 years, I did the dumbest thing. While going to Rite Aid on, I think she means Ventura, on Ventura last Saturday, parking in the handicap spot at 5:30, this small gray car parked right next to mine with 3 guys, parentheses, Latinos.
Oh, God.
So already the tone for this message is set. They kept telling me something, but I could not hear very well. So one of the guys got out of the car and I opened my window. I have an Explorer, parentheses, new, that has hit and run and a big dent on the side doors. This is all one sentence, by the way. He said they could fix in 30 minutes, question mark emoji, scared face emoji, with the suction gadget, except she spelled suction with a accent mark over the O, so it's succión gadget.
She's fucking like pointing out that these guys are Latinos, and then she's like trying to like speak Spanish. Jesus Christ.
Succión gadget.
Succión.
So I know that that can be done, and I asked how much, question mark emoji. 800.
The emoji, not emoji. Like a text question.
The emoji of a question mark.
Dude.
$800. I said, no way.
$800?
Bro, she's getting scammazed.
Oh my God, dude.
Just like she's got to be just this, like, you can just tell that she's the kind of person
Bro,
who would fall for that.
you can fix that with literally hot water.
I know. And also, this is all one sentence. It's so $800. I said, no way. They asked how much cash I had. So I said, not ever would I carry that much cash. So they said, there is an ATM, all caps, by Ralph's. I never have used one.
There's an ATM by Ralph's.
She's never used one.
You've never used it? Oh my God, dude.
I had never used one. So he said his brother would show me how.
She's so old that like checks were new to her.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, I don't understand these newfangled. I don't know why she just became like this weird like Southern gentleman.
Yeah. The Colonel. I've never used an ATM before. All I know is cayenne pepper on my chicken strips. So she said, his brother would show me how to use it from a distance and looking the other way.
I just envision like everybody standing in a parking lot and there's just some dude like down like 3 or 4 spaces down just in the middle of the parking lot just like
like, and it's like it's light out. It's 5:30.
Yeah, right.
PM. It's like not like sketchy hours.
Wait, sure 5:30 a.m.
No, PM.
Oh, PM. Yeah.
PM. It's like rush hour. There's probably a shitload of people at the grocery store.
It's probably 97 degrees.
Yeah. She said, I felt safe, so I parked right in front of the Rite Aid. They said they would do it for $700, so I said okay. Like, where did she?
What,
dude? I still don't know,
dude. Like $700 is like they have replaced your like door panel.
Not like fucking bumping.
Yeah, that's like somebody has like taken your door off.
Yeah,
pulled the whole thing apart,
and
popped it out, and put it back in.
I know.
That's like $800.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But yeah, she said she would do it for $700.
Like for some reason, like but the difference between 800 and 700 was enough for her to like be like, yeah, I'll submit myself to a scam.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can definitely have my social security number. Totally cool.
Of course, anything you need. They got their equipment out and started the work. I went to the Ralph's and came back. You didn't watch them work on your car?
It's not like you dropped it off at a shop.
No.
And you're like, yeah, like that's fine. I'll go home. This is in the fucking Rite Aid parking lot. You've got to be shitting me.
For those of you who don't, probably all of you don't know, there's the parking lot is literally like, it's like a big long, it's long. It's like a long parking lot. The Rite Aid is at one end and the Ralph's is at the other end. So she parked here in front of the Rite Aid, walked all the way to the Ralph's.
Why? Did she say she also parked in a handicap space?
Parking in a handicap spot.
So she parked in a handicap spot and then proceeded to walk to the other side of the parking lot? Doesn't that defeat the point of parking in a handicap space?
It 100% does. While she would... I don't get it. Anyways, I said, okay, they got their equipment out and started the work while I went to Ralph's. And when I came back, they said it was done.
She comes back and the fucking car is just like on bricks.
Yeah.
The tires are just fucking gone.
Yeah.
They're just like, nah, man.
But she was getting their money. That's the thing. That's what was weird to me. Like, they did it without the money. Yeah. And she didn't watch them do it. And so they obviously... So, like, it was really just a weird all around on both sides.
Somehow just a person was just like, this is fine. Yeah. This is a normal thing that happens.
All of the people there said, this is all right. So then she said, it looked fine, but they put this white wax all over it so I couldn't see the detail. They said, don't wash your car until the next day. I paid them, but wanted to take a picture of their car and license plate, but I couldn't get my phone out in time. I can't imagine how ignorant I was. I just wanted the dent out, and I know that it's a good method. The next day I washed the car. The big dent was out, but they nicked the paint and damaged the doors. What's done is done. A great lesson. Thank God nothing dangerous happened. Just be aware. They come in a parking place full of people, daylight, and have no worries about the consequences. I don't know about all... Like, this seems like a very reliable narrator to me. Like, I can't believe what she's saying. It's hard for me to believe any of this.
Right. But then at the same time, too, it's like, there are so many dumb people.
Yeah.
That would just be like, yeah, that's a normal thing to do. Nah, dude, take it to a fucking auto body shop.
But the thing is,
come on.
It sounds like they fixed her problem. So I don't understand why they would go out of their way to cause more issues.
Right. Like, it's probably just that they didn't really know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So
and
like
they probably
did,
scratched the paint.
Yeah, right. Like they probably just did something wrong.
Yeah.
And then supremely overcharged.
Like it sounds like they're like, I can do this. You look like an easy target. Give me $700.
Right.
Easy enough. I can actually fix your car for you.
Dude, that's the biggest thing that scares me about like my mother, because my mother like has like just so many just problems, and she's such like a nice, like kind.
She like overly trusting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm always just like, man, I hope nobody does this. But then I was like, she like only accepts things from people when it's like sought. So she's like, hey, I need help for this thing.
Yeah.
And someone's like, oh, I can do it. Then she'll be like, thank you. And we'll accept it. It's like when someone approaches her, she's like, don't talk to me. So it's like one of those things where I'm like, Mom, I don't want to read you about Nextdoor on Nextdoor.
I got a lot of horror stories on Nextdoor. Do you want $700 to be still in your name? Don't talk to people in cars.
Dude, fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
And like, she's lived in Studio City for 50 years, so she's at least 50. At least 60, probably.
Right.
I don't know, man.
It's just weird.
It's just
that's
weird.
So strange.
It's just a weird...
Like, I guess that's like the interesting thing though about like, you know, like spear phishing and stuff like that, right? Like email hacks and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, you got to get one every now and then.
That's true.
So I guess they got one.
I mean, you know, $700. That's not bad. That's not too bad for like 2 minutes of work.
Yeah.
Truly.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they probably just, I don't know. They probably just do that all over the place and hope they get someone, and then they
I mean, dude, you get 3 people a week, $1,400 a week.
That's some
killer, dude.
Incredible supplemental income right there.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, not even supplemental. You could like arguably almost live off of that, depending on where you are.
That's like an independent night assistant editor rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like you could live off of that.
You could absolutely live off of that.
That's wild,
just by
dude.
schmozzing old ladies. I mean, we're in the wrong field, man. We should be scammers.
We should just completely abandon all of our moral integrity and just fuck people over.
Yeah, I agree. You know, just put out the worst karma possible into the world for the next 30 years and then
go work for TurboTax, you know?
Yeah, I agree. That's a good call.
Ugh.
You ever heard of sorry, I don't know why. I'm just
What have I heard of? What is it?
Now I don't know why. Because I thought you said
like it's just gone.
Because it's gone. It's gone. Oh no, it's back. Okay. I was just trying to remember how I got to the question I was going to ask because it's a non sequitur. But
it happens to me all the time. I have to like map out my thought process to Megan sometime.
I was like, why did I think to ask this? Because you said TurboTax and I heard Turo, and then that brought my mind to cars. And then have you heard of Get Around? It's an app called Get Around.
Is this like one of those like car rental apps?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a car rental app, but it's people like list their own cars.
Right. It's like Airbnb but for cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you can just like rent a car for the afternoon and like unlock it with your phone or whatever and then drive around. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I was just trying to learn more about the business model because I think it's really interesting. And a friend of mine who I know was like, she posted a picture in like an Alfa Romeo, and I was like, damn, is this your new car? Like, this is so nice. She's like, no, I just like rented it on Get Around. I was like, you rented an Alfa Romeo? She's like, no, I was trying to rent a Corolla, but I had never heard of Get Around before she told me this. I tried to rent a Corolla to do some errands, but it wasn't dropped off to the right place or something. So basically, like, they just got me the next closest car, which happened to be an Alfa Romeo. And I was like, wow, that's
casual.
Nice. Great job. And I was like, well, how does it work? So then she told me about, you know, how it works, and you just kind of list your car. So I was like, oh, interesting. So I tried to list my car. I was like, why
As
not?
someone who doesn't like drive around very
Yeah.
much, that's a great thing to
Yeah,
do.
I
Holy
was like,
shit.
damn, you can just have people drive your car and like they cover the insurance and they do like they have all this whole back end set up for this.
I was
like,
gonna
oh,
ask because I was like, insurance sounds like it would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But on most like insurance applications for cars now, it's like, will this be used for
Yes,
Lyft? So I guess you could just add it.
I
to
think
that.
I think it's a lot easier to
Yeah.
to deal with that. So I tried to list it, and they ask like, you know, what the year is. They don't ask what the make and model is. They ask what the year is and how many miles are on there, and then they're like, we'll call you.
We'll call you.
Yeah, so I did that yesterday, and I get a call at 7:30 this morning, and she's like, "Hi, I'm from Get Around," and I said, "Oh, it's really early." I said, "Hi."
You're watching the sunrise.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And she said, "Were you interested in listing your car?" I said, "Yes." And she said, "No more of that soon, dude.
Oh,
it's at
dude.
the end of a cul-de-sac.
Ah.
It's so quiet."
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's like nice in the back of. Oh, it's so nice. So, anyways, she asked how many cars I'd like to list. I'm like, okay. I don't
You
know
just
what
have like
to say.
people with fleets.
Yeah, I was like, holy
Here's
shit.
the thing though. If you like own like a used car a lot,
Yeah, dude.
that might be like a really good like way of supplementing
Absolutely,
that.
100%.
Wow.
Especially because like they're looking for like economy cars, like, you know, like Honda Civic, like
Right.
everyday cars that like.
Because people can't fucking afford to buy cars anymore.
Yes, it's fucking expensive. But like, if you have like realistically, like it's great. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could probably even lease, like, you know, pay for a car, and then the amount that people drive it would just like more than cover your car payment
Right.
every month. So like,
Yeah.
you know, arguably, I get it. You could do that. But I was like, no, I just have the one. And she said, okay, well, what kind of car is it? And I said, it's a Dodge Challenger. And she said, we can't accept that. And I said, why?
We don't acknowledge the
yeah, she's
existence
like-
of your car.
She's like, we only really want economy cars, and we're not looking for performance cars. And I was like, well, I looked on the app yesterday, and you have Alfa Romeos and like Audis. Like, are those not performance cars?
Also, like, we want economy cars, and then they list shit that's like an MSRP of like $76,000.
exactly.
I'm like, all right.
Exactly. I was like, well, what would you like? What's the difference though? Because I don't understand. Because there's a luxury and a performance section on the app.
Mm-hmm.
If I go on the app right now, let's see. Get around.
Get around,
Get
round,
around.
I get around.
You filter. Oops, in Los Angeles. Filter. Close. You can choose your class: performance, luxury, or economy. There's 3 tabs.
Damn, dude, she's bamboozling you.
She's fucking boozling me. So I click that. Let's see.
damn it.
Let's see what they got. A Lexus, Alfa Romeo, Cadillac, Audi Q5, more Lexus, Audi Q7, more Alfa Romeos, more Lexuses.
I just swallowed
Are you okay?
that sauce by itself, like down my throat.
I'm just here listing cars and you're dying. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's okay. Oh
Do you
boy.
need more water?
No, I'm good.
Wow.
Thank you. Holy shit.
So I asked her what the difference was, and she said the number of doors. These have 4 doors. So I think that was the kicker right there.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. But
There was so I worked on a home reno show, and the guy was like talking about like this old house in Texas that they were like renovating, and he was like, yeah, so there used to be like a window tax, or there used to be like a door tax that they would like tax you for the amount of doors that you
on
had
a car?
on a house.
Oh, on a house. Oh.
So like they would tax you for like how many doors you had, and he was like, so this place renovated it to have like windows that would act as doors, and I was like,
What?
I don't think that's true. So I looked it up, and there used to be a window tax, and it was in like the 1500s in France.
I was going to say.
and I was like, bro,
I was going to say
come
there's
on,
no way that the
Yeah.
number of doors on your house equates to like the
some
amount.
kind of tax. And it was like at the time, like I was like reading through it, and it was like because there was like shortages of like the ability to make glass
or
and
something.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, that's weird. So it's
Why
just
would
like
he say
so
that?
I don't know. But there's like so many like random things like that where they're like, oh, we're going to equate it to the number of things that this thing has.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh yeah, you have 2 doors. That makes it a
That
performance
makes it a
vehicle.
performance car. Even though we have performance, it's too performance.
Yeah.
Too much of a performance car.
Yeah, dude. It's too aerodynamic.
It's so weird. Yeah.
You
so
got 2 doors? No,
You got
man.
2 doors? You need 4. 4 doors.
Even though your fucking car is shaped like a paperweight, it's for sure performance.
Yeah.
There's
exactly.
some aerodynamics there.
It's a fucking boat, dude. That shit is...
The aerodynamics of that car is that just like, oh, I'm just going to run everything over.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't need to go
It's a
fast
tank.
if it can just break things, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I will
wild.
not be making supplemental income from Get Around, unfortunately.
Damn.
Until I get an Alfa Romeo.
You should just like Photoshop the car and like add another door to it and like submit that. Be like, yeah, no, it's a 4-door Challenger.
Challenger.
And they're like,
It's custom.
They're like, I don't know if I've ever heard of that. It's like, oh yeah, no, I paid a buddy, all custom.
Yeah. Went to West Coast Customs down there. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It's over in Burbank, right across the street from a fucking Target, you know?
Yep. And so what do you think? What do you say, huh? They could not say no.
It's like the fucking, that like weird like 4-door Porsche that they make now.
Yeah.
It's so weird looking. It's such like a station
It's
wagon.
not pretty.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
It's so strange. And like Lamborghini makes like a fucking SUV now.
Yeah, the Urus.
Yeah.
The Urus. It's a horrible name too. It sounds
It's
like
not good.
fucking pee. Like,
Yeah.
Urea. It sounds like it sounds like piss.
It sounds like something that somebody would like name a planet, you know?
It does. Urus.
Urus.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds
Urus.
like that's a great planet name.
It is. It's a really good. Maybe it's probably because it's a Uranus with no NU, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
but it does sound like a fucking like I don't know. It doesn't sound pretty. It doesn't sound like a luxury vehicle.
Yeah.
I drive a Urus.
Yeah, it sounds too close to the Yaris.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you drive like a
Yaris.
tiny ass Toyota.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're driving a fucking bug around.
Yeah,
Like,
a Yaris
okay.
or a Urus. Yeah, they could have named it. The other Lamborghinis are called the Aventador,
Dope.
the fucking Murcielago, the fucking
bat.
Yeah. What else? What else they got?
I also
Diablo.
love that where it's just like it's the Murcielago and it translates to
Bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
the
it.
Lamborghini Bat.
yeah.
But they got cool ass names, and then you got Urus.
Like what does that translate to in Italian? Somebody in the comments below tell
Let's
us
see, does it
if
mean
Urus
anything?
translates to anything in Italian
I'm gonna
because
translate.
well Nick's gonna translate, but you also tell us what the translate is, even though we're probably gonna tell you
We're gonna tell you
what the
right
translate
now.
is.
Is there a detect language?
Immediately.
Yeah, there is.
I had to like I saw like an earth porn thing on Reddit the other day that was like a photo of these like the 3 peaks in the Dolomites.
Uh-huh.
But it was called like the Dreizinen, and I was
Dreizinen.
what the fuck is? I'm like, what the fuck is
Mean
Zinen?
3 points.
It literally means 3 peaks in German,
peaks?
and I was like, why is it German? It's in like New Mexico.
That's so
What the
weird.
fuck?
Dude. That's really weird. Okay, so it doesn't translate from Italian. Urus just means Urus. It wants me to translate from Malay.
Interesting.
It just means Urus also.
It's just a name, man. We just got to move on.
Urus. It's maybe Spanish? I don't think it's a Spanish word.
The only two, like I've only seen 2 of them like in the city so far, and each time it's been like a very small woman in like
Yeah.
an all white tracksuit,
Yeah.
like driving him, and
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
I've seen I think
She's like a
one
contract
recently,
killer.
and it was parked on like a random street in the North Valley, like almost like the street you used to live on, where it's
Yeah.
just like
it's
it
just a
doesn't-
residential area.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an area there'd be a Urus in. There's
Right.
like everyone's parked on the street, whatever, because there's not any really parking in the places, and it's just like like shitbox car, Lamborghini Urus, shitbox car. It was like what the fuck,
Dude, that was the weird thing about my neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's like it would straight up be a vehicle that hasn't moved in like 6 years. The tires are flat.
Yeah.
It's like covered in dust.
nice ass car.
Like a Toyota Camry, another Toyota Camry, a car that has like its window smashed in, and then like 4 BMWs
That's
in a row.
insane.
And then back to that shit. And then there
Yeah.
would always be like some dude in a Mercedes that's like driving way too fast. And I'm like, bro, children live here.
Oh my god,
I'm like, you are going to just evaporate a child into your Mercedes, dude.
that's
Yeah.
what Mercedes are for. Actually,
Yeah.
that's why the logo looks like that. It's like perfect if you hit a child right in the middle, just fucking.
It's like a propeller.
Yeah.
Like it just hits them and just like blends them.
doesn't
all
leave
together.
any trace.
Oh my god,
you
that's
can hit children
horrifying,
in
dude.
Mercedes for free. You won't go to jail.
If the movie Death Race ever comes back, everything is just Mercedes. It like touches, they like bump another car and it just like pops. Speaking of popping, have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I want to though.
Bro,
it looks great.
You gotta see it.
Yeah, I saw Ambulance, which was that's the movie I opted for this weekend.
I saw the trailer for it, and it was like Jake Gyllenhaal, where he was just like, "You're the only guys brave enough to take on this job," and I was like, "Was this written in like 2004? What is this?"
It was the most Michael Bay movie I've ever seen that wasn't Transformers. Like
Insane,
he wanted it to be Transformers so bad, but it was like about real shit. But
it was a real ambulance.
Yeah, it was a real ambulance. That shit could not transform. But
wild, dude.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, I mean, like the premise was interesting, but like not for as long as it was, and not for. Oh my
I don't
God.
want to sit there for like 2.5 hours.
That man does not know how to direct anything that isn't like high octane in your face for 2 hours all the time.
He's got a thing.
He's got a thing, hey, congrats to him. Like that's, I think my dad would love that movie. My dad doesn't like to think too hard at movies, so I think that would be a good movie for him.
That is such, like, Michael Bay is he just makes movies for dads.
He makes dad movies.
That's
dude.
what he does.
100%.
There's nothing wrong with that. But like, dads gotta watch movies too,
That's true. You just like a lot of cool car crashes and some lens flares and a hot protagonist and you're there.
Incredible.
That's a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It was not good.
Damn.
But I regret not seeing Everything Everywhere All at Once. But hey, I got the movie pass. So
That's
I'm
true.
to see that shit this week.
Yeah, dude, we went and saw it last night. Oh God, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. Like the fact that two dudes wrote a story about like a mother-daughter relationship so wonderfully is incredible.
Hell yeah.
It's so good.
Oh,
it's so
cool.
it's beautiful.
Where did you see it? Because it's not around here. It's not playing it.
Because it was a limited release until Friday. So Friday was when it like wide release.
Got it.
So because it's an indie film like with A24, I believe A24 did it.
Yeah.
And so they like just opened up in AMC's because we were like, oh shit, it's not out. Like the only one that we could find it at was the one in Burbank.
That's where I could see it too.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not fucking driving all the way across the valley to go see a movie. So like we just waited and it popped out. In the
Okay,
AMC.
So it's out.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Dude, we like walked out of the movie after it like had ended, and we saw like a cat on like the sidewalk, and I was like, cat, and Megan was like, and it looked at us. And then ran like into a storm drain and just ran up like the building.
Like a motif in the movie or something?
No,
like
but we were standing there, and I was just like, that was like a good weird thing to happen.
Oh, for
like
sure.
right
Just
after this very weird movie. It was like everything had like finished it out. But it was just weird because I just watched this cat just like liquefy and go into this hole, and we were like, oh my God.
Full circle.
Dude,
Is anything real?
It's crazy.
That's so. The trailer looks sick.
Dude, the VFX team is 12 people.
Really?
Yeah, so like Daniel Kwan, one of the Daniels who directed it, he was like, yeah, so we originally wanted like it to be done in like a full like VFX post house like pipeline and production and stuff like that. And everyone that we went to, they were like, this like I don't think there's a way that we could do this in our current pipeline. Like we would have to redo our workflows and stuff like that. And they're like, all right. So they just like hired the 12 dudes that did all the VFX for Swiss Army Man, which was their first movie, and they were like, you guys think you can do it? And they're like, yeah. And they did all of it. And it was like 12
incredible
dudes.
effects.
So good. Shit. Like everything sells so well.
Wow. Okay.
It's beautiful. It's great. It's so entertaining. Like a lot of like the actors that show up in it too were like hilarious to me. Because like Jenny Slate has a part in it too.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, is it?
They're making a Marcel the Shell movie.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Which the trailer played before that yesterday. Really? Dude, it looks pretty good.
Good, man.
Yeah,
it does.
Like it looks good.
I love
it's like,
everything A24 does.
Yeah, it's like, and like even the area, like even like the environments that Marcel is in, it looks like stop motion.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. I think that'll be pretty cool too.
All right, cool. I'll definitely watch it this week.
Dude, go see it. Everybody else, please go see it as well. It's so fucking good. Everything Everywhere All at Once, not Marcel, because that's not out yet, and I don't know.
Don't know how good that is, but this is good. He's speaking to it. He's vouching. You can trust Brian when it comes to film suggestions. He is the film boy.
Not a good one, but I am.
He has good opinions. He has good opinions.
That's my favorite thing of being like, oh yeah, I'm not a good like film person because I just like I just don't see things.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, okay. Like I just don't go to the movies very often. I'm just like, I'll see it eventually.
Yeah, but the things that he says are good are good. You can take that to the
taste.
Boobing.
BEWBING. Boobing.
Boobs. Oh my God. Remember middle school spelling boobs like that? I heart boobies bracelets.
Yep. And then 58008 on calculators.
Yeah, dude. Middle school and obsessions with boobs. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah. Really weird when you think about it.
It is weird. Yeah.
Like, why were we as like 12-year-olds obsessed with it?
Right.
There's some
Like the
there's some
I
shit to
Heart
think
Boobs
about.
bracelets were so big.
Yeah. For like everybody.
Yeah.
Granted, that was for like breast cancer, but like
That's true,
You know.
but the people wore it all the time. Like, it was interesting. My mom would not let me get one.
like boobies, dude.
She refused to let me get one.
Oh,
That's all right. I'm like, Mom, it's just like, it's female empowerment. Like,
but like I do like boobs.
I
Like, what
do.
can I say?
All right, they're cool. Give me
They're
one.
neat. All right.
They're fucking.
I can't wait till I get my own.
They're spectacular. I don't know what you want me to say. They're absolutely bodacious. All right.
They're spectacular.
They're fucking.
They should be in a museum.
God, your breasts are spectacular.
Talking to your own mother.
Ew, no, not talking to my mom. Ew, no. I'm just talking about things. Never mind.
It's gone.
It's gone.
The moment's passed.
The moment's gone. Your breasts are spectacular. Your boobies are bodacious.
They should be in a museum.
They should be in a museum. I'm pretty sure I saw them in a museum the other day.
They should hang them in an airtight container where.
They should hang them in a...
Yeah, damn, dude, gross.
Oh, man. What else is going on? What else is going on in your life?
Dude, nothing.
Nothing. Hell yeah.
I'm just making a movie. That's
Just
it.
making a fucking movie. That's
That's
tight
it.
as hell.
It's kind of cool.
Boys making a movie.
Eh.
They want, it's not confirmed yet, but it's also, you know what? Fuck it.
We ball.
Fuck it, we ball. And if it doesn't end up happening, then we can say...
We're going to come back to episode 70
Yeah.
and roast your ass.
Yeah. If it doesn't end up happening, we can be like, well, it's probably because I said it live. The Valorant Pro series, whatever, they want to use adrenaline as in their marketing.
Oh,
campaign.
sick,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Yeah.
cool as hell.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Dude, that's cool as hell.
I know.
Ooh.
I'm stoked for that. So, but we'll see. That's not
dope.
confirmed. They
Dude, just like slowly try to just work your way into like the esports realm.
God, that'd be so sick.
Just become like that kind of a...
That would be tight as fuck.
That'd be
dude.
hilarious.
I would love to make just like specific, not even just like as for Prism, but just like in general, I'd love to make music for that kind of
Yeah,
content,
dude.
you know?
That'd be so cool.
So tight.
And then hire me to do all of your video stuff.
Yes.
Easy.
Literally easy. That could be another way for the Serenade to pop onto the market.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. But anyways,
Burped
we'll
in
see.
the middle of steps.
Baby steps.
So it just becomes like...
Baby steps.
Yep, all the
You
time.
gotta censor it.
Yeah, all the time. Steps is now a hate word
Yeah.
as coordinated by the FCC.
Yo, did you hit your 10,000 steps today?
Oh yeah, man, you can't say that out loud.
Oh, shit,
Hey man,
sorry.
you get the fuck out of here. You get like thrown out of a bar because you say
You
it.
say steps.
They're like, hey, he didn't censor himself. You gotta get him
If
out
you
of here.
1 foot in here, I swear.
I will on your ass.
You can say every other word but step.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, guys, we appreciate you tuning in to this episode. I think I'm going to poop, but I don't know yet. It's like that weird pre-poop stage. I just hope it's like not.
Where you like feel
Tumultuous.
it, you feel it like coming together in your intestines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like forming the molecules or like,
Yep.
you know. I just really hope
They're
it's
like, with this is
not
where we
painful.
belong, brother.
Because that was quite a burrito. So
Yeah, dude, that was.
I hope the lactase pill helped. I really do.
Yeah.
We'll see, because I got a tennis match in 2 hours, so hopefully it's all out of my system before
You don't
then.
just like fucking lift off through your butt.
Yeah, exactly. Although it could give me some extra height when I surf.
You like perform better because you're just trying not to shit
Yeah,
yourself
yeah, exactly.
for the entire match.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'll hold it in until then. You never know.
Your glutes are just always activated because they're just so
Yes.
tightly clenched.
My foot speed is insane. Just taking so many steps on the court. All right, y'all. We love you and we appreciate your time. And this has been episode 70 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. We will see you guys next time.
Middle of the day, middle of the week. Peace.
Couldn't fit it.
Oh, that's a thumbnail.